Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard Watt, owner and witch of Earth's Curious Goods. And today I'm going to show you a simple plant spell. But before that, gosh, have I been gone. So stay tuned because I have some exciting, great content for all of you. If you're new around these parts, hi, I'm Gerard. And I just make witchy content, inspiration, and just wonderful things that just bring hope and lots of magic to your life. So if you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. So without further ado, let's begin. So today's spell is all about using crystals and your plant and creating a symbiotic relationship between the two so that your plant becomes healthy and infused with life, and vice versa. Maybe the plant will also talk back to the crystal and allow the crystal to ground the energy that it holds, or any kind of energy that it encounters that maybe it doesn't want. The plant can help it ground that energy. So yeah, it's a simple plant spell that anyone can do in the comforts of their home. Okay, so you'll need a few things, of course, for this spell. A plant. Today I'm going to be choosing my bonsai plant. I call it Groot. And you're going to need some crystals. I'm going to be using some amethyst crystals. I'm using some Palo Santo from Earth's Curious Goods. And so, to begin, we're going to want to cleanse the area. Cleanse the area around you. Cleanse the area around your plant as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. And it's just to help the energy flow a lot better. Helps your spell work manifest a lot better as well. So yeah, a lot of good benefits when it comes to burning Palo Santo. Of course, however you cleanse, make the magic your own. So if you use sage, then use sage. Some people use holy water. Others use salt. There's so many ways you can cleanse. For me, this is just nice and quick, and Palo Santo does work really well with my energy and my spell work. So yeah, use whatever works for you. All right, so now that I've got that done, I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, that's a lot better, so we can get a close-up. So here's my plant. This is Groot. And of course, what you're going to want to do is take your crystals. First, if it's a new plant that you have, or maybe it's a plant that you just got, I would highly recommend putting your hand on the plant and see if you get any impressions, if you feel any type of way, or like for instance, if you suddenly are thirsty, I would highly recommend watering the plant first, trying to build that relationship with the plant first, so that way you can get an idea of kind of like what situation it's in. Especially if you're going to be working with the plant is actually going to be, you know, your companion, your partner in this spell. And this spell is designed to give life to your plant, kind of keep them safe. If it's a plant that, like an aloe vera, or maybe it's a vine plant that's not doing so well in the house, this is the perfect spell for you. It kind of gives them a little injection of life. And also, even if your plant is healthy and if maybe you're worried in the future it may not do well, or maybe you just don't have a lot of luck with plants, definitely try this spell. This helps it give some energy to the plant and kind of help it give it that jump start, or to keep it going. Okay, and for me, I don't like to place the crystals within the pot, only because, like, especially if you're not familiar, you know, I don't know every single crystal there is on the planet. I do know that some crystals, like the selenite, it can be damaged by water. So for me, placing it in the pot like so, I may forget and, you know, water it, and then here I am damaging the poor crystal. Or the soil is damp, maybe you watered it and then you forget, and then you put the crystal in the pot and then now the water is damaging the crystal. So I highly recommend that you don't do that. I place it around it. Now, if you have, like, say, quartz, which we know does not damage it by water, or amethyst, which does not damage, does not get damaged by water, then yeah, you can place it in the pot like so, okay? Now, if you start to see your crystal start to get dull, or your intuition is kicking in, like, hey, help me over here, I need some energy, or I'm not feeling, you know, tip-top shape, then of course listen to your intuition and go ahead and empower your crystal again. Whatever methods that you use, whatever magic that you use to empower your crystal, I would recommend doing that again, and then of course replace it back with the plant, because of course it's built that relationship. Now, if it's a crystal that you use on a daily basis, maybe it's a crystal that you wear, you don't want to give it to the plant, okay? Because the crystal and the plant are going to form a symbiotic relationship. The plant will help the crystal, you know, maybe take some of that energy that it usually gets from the surrounding areas, and it'll ground it, and the crystal is going to give energy to the plant. So it's sort of a symbiotic relationship between the two, and you don't want to break that up. So make sure that the crystals that you do use, or the crystals that you do use, you don't use on a daily basis, and you're okay with leaving it near the plant, because of course it just forms that bond. I did find that when I removed the crystals from the plant started getting a little sad, it started losing leaves. So just keep that in mind, that if you do use a crystal on a daily, personally, you don't want to give it to the plant. It's sort of like letting it have a friend, then you take its friend away and it's never going to be able to see its friend again. So just keep that in mind, okay? Use crystals that you're not going to be using in your spell work anymore, or you're not going to be using personally, and it's okay to let that crystal stay with that plant or plants in your home, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, once you have the crystals arranged how you want them, you want to place your power hand, which my hand that I write with, or the hand that you write with. If you're ambidextrous, then it's either one. You place your one hand onto the crystal. Imagine energy flowing from the crystal. Imagine energy flowing from you into the crystal so that you can kind of speak to it. And you'll say this chant 3 times, okay? Crystal power, crystal shine, lend your energy, plant enshrined. You're going to say that, of course, a total of 3 times. Then you just leave the crystal near the plant, and that's it. And over time, it'll release that energy. It kind of enshrines the plant with that energy and kind of gives it life. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, don't forget to give it that thumbs up. And as always, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.